Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with Stamp Creatively, and I had camp this morning. So the first thing they did was they took this embossing folder and ran it through on the gold foil. Come on friend, open up. They ran it through on the gold foil and then cut out all the words. And then we went through and made a couple projects using, and they got to use their choice of words. So the first project they used, or they made, was this. And they watercolored those flowers, and then they added this beautiful gold-edged ribbon. And these are the cards and envelopes that come in the mini catalog. They're like a hidden gem in here. So if you look in the catalog, they're right here. They're with the Forever Love. And they're called Gold Foiled Flowers, Cards and Envelopes. And you get 10 for 10. But because they're two-sided, you could very easily cut these apart and mount this on vanilla and then use a vanilla envelope for the other one and have 20. Really easy. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so they watercolored this and they added whatever word they wanted. And I have a video on this. You can watch that video. But then they had this choice too. Really simple. You could do it with any color of DSP. We chose to use Cameo Coral. And then I'll show you, and then we put the thank you on there. So the paper that I used is free Sale-a-bration paper. The paper is called Most Adored. And what I like about it, well, there's a lot that I like about it, but you have these beautiful gold and white foil sides, but then every other side has some pink and red. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's the swirl. I mean, isn't that pretty? So it's not, I wanted to show my customers that it's just not for Valentine's Day because you have this beautiful gold foil on the other side. Okay, let me show you how we did this. We took 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, 4 by 5 1/4. And we just sealed. Oh, that's pretty. If you do a lot of Valentine's cards, this is such pretty paper. Or if you just need to send somebody a little love, because sometimes we just need to do that. Then this is 3 by 4. And this piece is, because I have a ruler on this, 8 1/2, or yeah, 8 1/2 by 3 1/4. Thank you, Stampin' Up, for a glass mat studio that I can use to measure with too. So I'm going to score this. My hooligans just came downstairs, so you're going to hear dogs talk. You can't see them, but they are at my feet. We've got a white boxer and then a brown boxer Rottweiler mix. And they played yesterday in the snow with my grandkids. So, I mean, how cute is that? And I should put a piece of white right here, but I didn't because anything that I can write on in black, I don't always add white. But I could definitely add a piece of white to that. So now we're going to add, this is the gold and silver ribbon from the annual catalog. And I always tie my bows on the bolt. Now Roxy is sniffing the cat. We have 3 dogs and 2 cats, and the cats have claws. They're inside-outside cats, but for some reason they just need to shout at Roxy. I'm like, dude, if you just swat her one time good, she will leave you alone. So in the back of here, my die case, are all of these that I've already cut out. So I have all of these that I've already cut out. So I didn't cut any more out for this because I've already done so many. I've done them in espresso, I've done them in black, I did them in the gold, and so for my gold, I'm going to add the Celebrate. And I'm going to put the Celebrate right down here. What I'm going to do first, before I add it to there, so this one has a thank you, this one has the, I'm going to add the Celebrate. When I color my rose that I cut out of the DSP, I'm going to go ahead and color this with the blends too. So for my colors, let's see if I can zoom you in just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So for my colors, I used a dark and light cameo coral. So I'm going to go over this and see how it's just changing that color just a little bit. And I'm kind of sort of staying in the lines, but because it's raised, it's pretty easy to do. But if it gets off, it still looks good. So there's my Celebrate in my blend. I can go over it a second time and make it just a little bit darker if I want. I can go over parts of it and make it kind of like an ombre looking. So here's the difference. I'll put them next to each other. So see how you can tell one's colored and one's not? Okay, so now I'm going to color my rose. I chose one of these roses. And see how this is all blended? When I color mine real quickly for you, it's not going to look as blended. Because I really think with the blends, I know this makes no sense, but I think with the blends, it takes a minute for them to blend. I'm going to go over the whole thing with the light first. And I'm not super worried about staying in the lines because I'm cutting it out. I just don't want to get into my leaves. Okay, now I'm going to add some of this. And again, I think it blends a little bit better when there's a little bit of color down. And I'm not worried about, I mean, there's all these sophisticated ways to make it look absolutely outstandingly blended. I'm not worried about that. I just want some variations of light and dark. See? It just blends really well. Hence the word blends. So that's light and dark Calypso Coral. Did I say cameo coral? Dude, if I did, forgive me. It just shows my Stampin' Up! Age. There's a Stampin' Age of how long you've been doing this. And some of us have been doing it long enough that we mix up some of our colors. I'm going to cut this out. As I cut this out, how's your day? It's cold in Indiana. We had snow. The kids came and played yesterday. If you follow me on Stamp Creatively on Instagram, you can see what we did. It was great fun. And then this glass mat studio, which is a glass mat that's fantastic. Comes with the chamois. It comes with a little thing that you can blend stuff in. If you go to my Stamp Creatively blog, you can look around and find out about the Stamp Mat Studio. If you're not a demonstrator, if you are a demonstrator, I hope you got one. I had one team member that missed it and didn't order hers, and she's mad about it because we could pre-order them. But she's gonna live, but she's not happy. So, but if you're not a demonstrator and you want to join my team, I would love to have you. And we can glass mat studio together. So I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of this. I'm going to put it up here. I wrinkled it a little because, I mean, my flowers aren't flat, so I just kind of wrinkle them a little bit. Then I'm going to add a dimensional to this. If I had my mini dimensionals, I might put them all the way down, but I don't, so I can fit two on here. I'm going to stick it right there and kind of let it hang over the end. So you can definitely tell the difference when they're side by side like this. You have to let me know, do you like it better colored or not colored? Because I kind of like it both ways. It depends. I guess maybe it depends on the word. So if I was sending a sympathy card, which this could definitely be, I don't know that I would send it. Maybe I might not color it, but I like it for the celebrate. We're in the middle of celebration, so just don't forget that if you spend $50, you get some free. And that sweet spot is that $300, because if you get there, you get extra product free. I am using these adhesive back sparkle gems. And I'm using the gold ones on here, which look really gold on here, but when you put them on this, it's just really pretty. I also liked the silver ones on here because I could. So see all those colors? I love it. I had originally ordered these to put on there, and these are the iridescent foil gems. See those? But I liked these. They were a little bit bolder. I had one of my granddaughters, she was here the other day when they went sledding. You know, they all come around and they check out all my stuff, and one of my oh, look, see, I had camp today. There was a little camp life going on here. And one of my granddaughters said, why do you do that? And Pappy, my husband, said, because Gimme likes to do things a little bit creative. And sometimes she hangs a picture crooked on the wall on purpose, which I did. You'd have to see it, you would understand, but she was a little bit miffed as to why it would be crooked. Oh, see this behind me? These are the piles. I got more stuff yesterday. So I had to finish camp, which I have a couple more projects to show you. And then I had to, ooh, see that back there? I really need to get in that badly. So I have another project. I'm going to do another video here later today or tomorrow to show you some more. But camp was good. You know, we had cookies. We talked about life. And I always learned something from my friends. And they learned something from me. And I can't imagine not getting together with friends and sharing life and talking about things and making sure that we're okay. So thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to get to that pile to show you. And I've got a couple more projects from camp that I want to show you. So have a great day. Stay warm. Oh yeah, see, I got a little Valentine love on. These are all my grandkids. Their names are all in there. I made the shirt, and then Sloan was born, so she got added here. But they're all, it's Gimme love. It's a little love. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. Have a good one. Hope you get a stamp with somebody sometime soon. Bye.